Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching Metal Movies and Brewsky'S live. I'm your host, Bat Merc, and this is the 63rd show. So we've been going for a while now. So I'm happy we're still doing it. It's Mexican Mother's Day, and we're transitioning into American Mother's Day. So we're celebrating both of them over here. Just got back from a nice little barbecue. Must have had like 11 street tacos or street quesadillas. But man, I did the whole thing, man. I did chorizo, carne asada, pollo asado, carnitas. Yeah, I just destroyed it. But it was fun, man. Yeah, man. And we got some people in the chat saying what's up. Edwin Buzz Acevedo, what's up, Buzz? Thanks for stopping by, man. Really appreciate it. We got the Cosmic Grandpa. Thank you, man. The Brewski Limp for that. Yeah, I had a couple Brewskis too. I had a couple what was it, Pacificos? Nothing crazy though. Yeah, I'm actually kind of allergic to beer now, so but if I'm at a barbecue, I'm gonna, I'll have one, better than a soda. But I'm actually gonna do that tonight too. So I've actually been yeah, and then there's me in there too. Yeah, so it's funny because love it. Yes. Yeah, I started out with this channel, Metal Movies and Brewskis. Used to do like beer reviews to pair up with the comic books, but yeah, man. Over the years, I just kind of developed an allergy to beer. So certain beers really, get me. It's usually like the domestic kind of mainstream beers and the IPAs. So, but I've noticed stouts. Again, it's stout draft, just fine. That's a pretty good one. But yeah, I got this Redneck Riviera. I had it, I got it a couple weeks back. It's pretty good. Small batch whiskey with the, like it says, vanilla, honey, smoothness with the oak finish. So I'm going to have like kind of a little whiskey and squirt. I don't know if you guys are into squirt, but I love squirt now. I used to hate it, but I developed a taste for it, especially with like Mexican food. It just pairs up perfectly, or like any kind of like Mexican snack. So got me some nice little redneck hillbilly moonshine mason jar with a little bit of that. So take the load off. I know it's extremely late for most of you guys, but I had to do the show tonight. I really try to do the show as much as I can. I don't like missing the show, so I try to keep it consistent. And if I have to miss the show, at least for Saturday, I try to get in there on Friday or Sunday. So try to do it, man. So it's a part of my schedule, and it's real fun. So never mix these two together. Thought it might be kind of interesting though. Let's try it out. Cheers, everybody, and happy Mother's Day to your mothers. Cosmic Grandpa. Heck yeah, what you got, man? No IPAs for me either. I owned a microbrewery that made only authentic German lager beers. Yeah, man. Germans make the best beers, I think. My favorite's Vitus by Weihenstephaner. I'd love to go there. I think it's the oldest brewery in the world, if I'm not mistaken. Germany's at the top of my list. That's like the first place I want to go. It was like Norway or Ireland or New Zealand for a while, but Germany, man, they just have so much stuff going on there. I want to check out, like the Metal Festival. They got the Black Forest. They got Oktoberfest. They have the castles. They have the oldest like Viking village you'll ever find in the world, and it still like has like the same people from Scandinavia that founded it that live in the town. Forgot the name of it. It starts with a B. The homie Skunk Artworks would know though, but because he lives in Germany. You guys know who Skunk Artworks is. Go follow him on the Twitter. But cheers, guys. Pretty good. Yeah, I was really like caught off guard by how delicious this Redneck Riviera was. Don't let the name fool you. Pretty tasty. But yeah, I don't know. It's really hot though, man. It's really hot right here. Been grubbing a lot of food today and putting on pounds, turning into a doughboy. I've been doing the fasting a lot lately, but started putting on some more pounds, so I'm gonna be getting back on that probably after the weekend. That stuff works, man. If you guys haven't done that intermittent fasting, I can't recommend it more. Again, also if you guys don't know, let's see here. Weihenstephaner beer, one of the Oktoberfest tents. Yeah. Yeah, they got a couple that I like too, but that's like the main flavor type that I like by them, or at least brew. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have checked out my other channel. I figured I'd do a quick little shill for what I got going on this week. I drop I drop videos every Monday at 6 a.m. And the other channel I have is the Metal Cartoonist, and this channel is like a smorgasbord of different things that I talk about or whatnot. But that one's kind of just really about making comics in the underground scene right now, and just little pointers I could give. Let's see if this worked or not. All right, cool. So I'll show you a little preview of what I had going on last week. I was just talking about being a cartoonist on YouTube and how you should do it. Everybody, thanks for stopping by. I'm Bat Merc, the Metal Cartoonist. This one's gonna be about the Cartoonist YouTube channel. All comic creators and cartoonists, they should have a YouTube channel or some type of channel or multiple channels. But yeah, man, YouTube's still the big dog on the block. So that's what this week's video is gonna be all about. Yeah, man. For starters, if you got your YouTube channel, you're gonna want to do a live stream like once a week. You have to do it. You have to do it to basically connect with your audience. Let people know that you haven't died. A lot of people, like let's just say they'll create a comic book, or they'll do like a campaign, and then they'll just kind of, they'll disappear for years sometimes. So for you to stay kind of alive within the scene, I don't know, man. I think it's a good thing to kind of just touch base with your audience or potential people that might be in your artwork, or want to pick up your books. So doing a live stream for 1 hour a week, I don't think it's too much to ask. And there's always a time that you could find to do it. I use StreamYard, and that's what I use. It's free. They have a free plan. You can go up to like 12 hours a month. I never even really exceed that much, and I'll do like an hour long. Usually 1 hour long live stream a week. Sometimes I'll go up to 3 hours depending on, how it is. Yeah. And with that, it's free, and it's a cool way you can do it. Another way to do it too, if you want to push it into maybe 2 streams a week or still 1, or you can do a combo, is a draw stream. Okay. I think draw streams are very important. That lets people see, what you're working on, and, like where your skill set's at, and you could actually start talking about your characters. There's a lot of stuff you could do with the draw streams. And me, I'm a big offender of not having them. I don't really do draw streams that much, so that's something I'm going to try to implement into my. Look at that. Yeah, so that's the channel right now. So definitely yeah, if you guys want to go sub to that, that's cool. If not, I might, I don't know. I just wanted to have another channel where I can kind of talk about that stuff and share pretty much all my secrets. I mean, not all of them, but most of them, and maybe help people. Like I say, I'm a greenish gray person that's been working on comics, a cartoonist, and I might have some ideas or some knowledge that some people can take some of these ideas and they could run with, and hopefully they can succeed with it. So I got about a year's worth of content with that going, guys. And yeah, I just wanted to give you a little teaser of what it is. The video is dropped 6 a.m. Eastern time Monday. So without shilling too much, I don't want to have my ugly mug up there for too long. But yeah, man, I got some more news for you right here. I put this kind of like thing out there on Twitter. It was about movies that were inspired by Beowulf, right? Love Beowulf. It's metal, it's fucking Viking. That's my shit. And there's a lot of movies that kind of take inspiration from it, but there's some that are just real hardcore inspirations. And one of them was The 13th Warrior with Antonio Banderas, directed by John McTiernan, I believe, the director of Predator, and also Outlander. And that movie stars Jim Caviezel from The Passion of the Christ, Jesus, and it also has Ron Perlman and John Hurt in it. And that one, it's like the Predator meets Beowulf, or Predator meets Beowulf, and they both have strong Beowulf-like influences. And I said, who did it better? And for me, it's kind of like it's a toss-up, and also the 13th Warrior is based on Michael Crichton's novel The Eaters of Dead, and so most people was just 13th Warrior all the way. People love that movie. That's certain people's, especially Buzz in the chat, he loves that. And he's got a Viking book out too, The White Leopard. So if you guys haven't checked that out, I don't know if it's still available, but it's freaking awesome. I think it's Curse of the White Leopard, yeah, and it's a story kind of like these, where it's you think it's like a regular Viking thing, but catches you off guard. So I recommend those movies. Go check them out. But that being said, someone sent me a link to the first ever Beowulf cartoon, and it's not the Robert Zemeckis one. I do like that movie too. Not my favorite Beowulf movie, but he sent me a link to this cartoon, and I wanted to show it to you guys, man. This came out before the animated computer generated one. This was just straight up the old school style of like animation. One of the techniques. So let me share my screen real quick and show you guys what I'm talking about. Animated epics, Beowulf. So they have the whole movie right here on Twitter, or I'm sorry, on YouTube. And let me play some of it right here.
Carried to Earth's keeping by an ancient race. Wondrous wealth became a worm's guarding. No man could enter until one proved worthy. We have heard of the glory of the kings of the Danes in days gone by. How those princes performed brave deeds. Of Hrothgar the mighty, of Heorot his great.
It's a pretty cool like animation, you know, very old school. I was supposed to chill and have a whiskey and watch it last night, but I ended up hanging out with the homies doing a little live stream. Preston Azevedo, if you guys haven't subbed to his channel, go check out Doc Salem. I believe that's his channel. I don't have the link for it right here, but let's see if I can find it in a minute. But yeah, man, this looks cool. I was gonna watch the whole thing, but I didn't do it. So right now I'm just kind of checking it out with you guys.
Freely
really digging
they
it.
Feasted, fared well as each night fell, forgot all troubles. No tales of terror or warning did they heed.
Probably gonna see Grendel right here, right? Gonna pop up and eat this dude. Love that longhouse. I love the design. It almost looks like it's made with colored pencils too. I really just, I love the style of animation this is. We don't really get this that much anymore, guys. You know, everything's CGI, and I heard Disney's thinking about going back to old school animation. I'm really looking forward to that. Another side note, I seen I don't know if it was AI, but I was watching some of it. I wasn't getting a kick out of it. It was like, what if Nightmare on Elm Street was done Disney style, and it looks like a Disney cartoon. It's freaking funny. On YouTube.
Is coming.
Oh!
A creature dwells in darkness near, who hates the smell of human happiness. I have heard it sound.
More idle tales.
Unfair, look how the...
But yeah, this looks cool, guys. Definitely recommend it. I put a link in the chat too, so you guys could go find it. It reminds me too. There's this cool like kid show that like adults could watch too. You know, that I want to show you guys probably next week. I didn't squeeze it into this show, but I'm gonna try to bring it next week. But I'm gonna show you guys, and it's a cartoon that got taken off TV. And I've noticed there was like a lot of cartoons that were in like the early aughts and like the mid 2020s where they were really cool, like kind of kids cartoons where like the parents could watch too and they would both get a kick out of it, you know. Not a lot of them were really action packed, but there was a lot of like they're funny ones, you know. As far as like the action packed ones, I would say the Gargoyles is like a really good one, you know, with where still has the dark edge to it. That one, and then the Batman the Animated Series, I think both of those two are like gold standard for like people like me that are cartoonists that want to make kind of like stories that both adults and kids can like. And I think that's hard, man, because most of my stuff is like R-rated, you know. So, but yeah, I got something for you guys next week. I'm definitely gonna bring that up, and I'm gonna drop a link so you guys can go watch it. It's an old cartoon, and you guys are gonna get a real kick out of that, especially all the old Howard people watching the show. I know some of the Robert E. Howard fans watch the show, or at least this channel. But yeah, let's see, what do we got next for you guys? Cool. I got a little bit of comic news for you guys, for all you horror fanatics out there. I know when I seen this news drop over on the internet a few days back, I about lost my shit. So we got right here a little article about it. I haven't even read it yet either. So gonna get right into it with you guys. And this one right here is Event Horizon prequel comic series launches in August. So I'm going to have to put this on my poll, The Dark Descent. So you got this new character, it looks like right here. Artwork's looking pretty cool. I'm digging it. Pretty sketchy looking. I we'll see how it goes all the way through. Let's see. Close this out. Boom. All right. So we got that. Close that out. So many pop-ups, guys. I'm trying to make this thing run smooth. Event Horizon was considered a critical and commercial failure upon its release in 1997. Not me, man. Whenever I watched Event Horizon for the first time, the movie scared the bejesus out of me, right? It really did. I felt like it was Hellraiser in space. In some ways, it's even scarier, I think, as you know, over the years. Very gothic, too. It's almost like Clive Barker had his hand in it, but he didn't. And what the weird thing is, it's directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. That guy, he does, you know, for me, he usually like hits or misses, but his movies are usually really entertaining. Like I really dig Soldier. I think that's one that he did with Kurt Russell. I think it's Kurt Russell's best action movie. He's in the best shape of his life. It's fucking awesome. It's basically Rambo in space. And then he also did this, and he did Alien versus Predator. Love it or hate it, but that's a solid, you know, first film for those two guys. You know, those two titans clashing. And then obviously he's done 3 like Resident Evil films with his wife. So, and he did this new movie that came out too with Batista and his wife. It's a George R.R. Martin adaptation. It's like a kind of a post-apocalyptic movie with witches and werewolves, and yeah, it looks dope. Anyways, back to this. Let's see here. Yes, scary as fuck. Yeah, that first Event Horizon. Yeah, it was considered a failure. But the cosmic horror film has since developed a cult following large enough to warrant a comic book prequel series. Variety reports that Event Horizon Dark Descent will launch its first of 5 issues, releasing on August 20 from IDW, taking place prior to the film's 2047 setting. The comic will uncover what really happened to Captain Kilpack and the first Event Horizon crew as their ship journeyed across a nightmarish realm of torments beyond imagining. It folds space and time. Remember that? So this sounds pretty scary, man. At the helm are writer Christian Ward. He's done Batman, City of Madness. I'm not familiar with that. And artist Tristan Jones, Aliens Defiance. Not familiar with him. Colorist Pip Martin, The Texas Blood. Issue number 1 is going to feature primary colors by Jeffrey Allen Love, variants by Martin Simmons and Joshua Hickson. Man, yeah, I'm not familiar with any of those guys. I ain't gonna lie. Nobody on this team, but I'm definitely gonna check it out. I know Preston would do a killer cover for this. We got some more information down here. Check on you guys. All right. It's a huge privilege to be handed the keys of such a beloved film, one I take very seriously, and I have extremely exciting things up my sleeve, said Ward. Big, gory swings will be happening. You'll never see the film in the same light again. I think what Christian's laying out and adding to the lore is going to surprise people, added Jones. It's certainly given me a lot of gnarly, visceral stuff to chew on visually, which always is fun. And knowing that this is being done directly in collaboration with the team behind the film certainly helps lock things in as something fans of the film will want to explore with us. In the 1997 film from director Paul W.S. Anderson and writer Philip Eisner, a rescued squad investigates a spaceship that got sucked into a black hole and resurfaced with a strange new presence. Basically, the ship went to hell is what happened. So yeah, here we go. Here's some of the artwork right here. Kind of dig that. Just very symbolic, you know. Pretty cool. Definitely got that 90s vibe to it, right? 90s is big now, man. Everything, like, for a while it was the 80s. Now it's 90s. Like, everything's back. I like that cover a little more. Ain't gonna lie. You're getting to see, like, more of, like, one of the demons. Yeah, 90s are back, man. The new metal's back. Like, all the fashion's back. Everyone's got big baggy pants. I even seen some some 90s cholos are back, you know? And they're like 19, 20 years old. So everyone's back now. It's like the 90s are here. I don't know. I'm kind of over it, though, man. The 90s was, like, the best time for certain things, but it's like, I don't know. I've been there, so I'm kind of like, you know, kind of already lived it, you know? Fuck new metal, too. Fuck that shit. But yeah, guys, I'm definitely going to be picking this up. Definitely going to be picking up the new Event Horizon comic. I'm doing reviews on that, so that's going to be cool. Also, I was talking about earlier on for the little metal cartoonist section of the show that I don't really do draw streams, but I started doing draw streams, guys, and it's been fun. People have been watching them, and yeah, I've been focusing on my next comic. So I'm trying to do stuff that's related to my comic. That way, people might be interested, or they might like it, or they might tell me to fuck off. But either way, that could be kind of cool. And I've been getting some people saying that it looks interesting. So here we go. I won't lie. I'm old enough that early 80s are my favorite. Yeah. The 80s is awesome. I almost feel like that 80s like thing that we've been going through is kind of phasing into the 90s. And I feel like we're kind of balls deep in the 90s shit right now. Probably about 5 years in, because I remember when Stranger Things came out, that was like really like people were doing a lot of 80s stuff, and that was about 7 years ago almost, so you still got a lot of 80s stuff happening in media, pop culture, right now, but there's also like 90s. We're like deep in the 90s stuff, right? That's how I feel. I could be wrong though. Heavy metal 1981, yeah, man. Yeah, even that did a resurgence too, right? Let's see here. Oh yeah. So we're gonna move on to our next topic. I got some metal news for you. I think you guys are gonna be happy about this one. It's hard to find the right news to cover for metal on the show. I could do this whole show where it's just metal news. I could be like MTV News and shit, where it's just metal. But I try to find something that kind of I like and that has something to do with like I don't know, the bands I like, because it's hard, man, because there's just like tours and things like that, and then there's something that pertains to comics, and that's always cool. And there is some crossover there. So all you metalheads, this one's for you. And yeah, this one's about Motorhead, guys. For me, it's like the first real heavy metal band is Motorhead. I know a lot of people were like Black Sabbath. They were the first, for me, the first, metal band, but Motorhead was the first actual heavy sounding metal band with the vocals, the double bass, kick pedal. Motorhead announced the release of 1976 lost album, the Manticore tapes. Okay. So we're going to get a brand new Motorhead album, guys. So nearly 50 years after a long lost Motorhead album will soon see the light of day, featuring the classic Three Amigos lineup of Lemmy Kilmister on bass and vocals, Fast Eddie Clark on guitar, and Phil Filthy Animal. I'm actually looking forward to that. So let's see if we got a track listing here or anything else. For those who don't know, the Manticore tapes were recorded by the legendary hard rock group while they are set up in Emerson Lake and Palmer Manticore Studios in Fulham, England, where they practice regularly. Today, 49 years later, Motorhead shared that they've recovered the long-lost album. The record features 11 unreleased songs and explores the band's journey, redefining its lineup in 76. Speaking about the new record, the folks still promoting the band shared the following. It's Motorhead Day, and to commemorate 50 years louder, we're pleased to announce the Manticore tapes that will be released on 27th of June. This lost album from 1976 marks the first ever studio recordings of the Three Amigos lineup and has never been heard before until now. Watch the new video for Motorhead and pre-order with merch bundles now at the link in bio. Okay, so we got a little bit right here. Let's check this out. Definitely gonna check this out. Let's see. Whoa.
I chose Wix for my business because of its massive scope for functionality
Trying to learn
and
about Wix.
freedom of
Get out of
creation.
here. Get out of here with that. Where's Motorhead? Oh, there we go. Nice. Sounds fucking awesome. I like that little drum solo, or that little fill he did right there. Little roll.
My eyes 6,000 miles away. Don't know how long I've been away. Woke up in an amazing state. Nothing's done. I know it's righteous stuff. Goes the right prices and Christmas. You can throw me over the head, alright?
Yeah, it sounds awesome. Yeah, so definitely check it out, guys. It's coming out soon. Don't want to spoil too much of that album. I'm gonna let you guys listen to it, you know, yourself once it goes live. It's gonna be everywhere. So let's see here. Classic in every sense of the word now. Yeah, man. 100%. Love me some Motorhead. Yeah. Got to give me another Motorhead shirt. Last one I had got off. It's all messed up. Moving the show along right now. We got big news. We got the banner on the bottom. If you guys don't know Pete Samedi, he's a big indie comic book publisher. He's got some awesome books like King Cryptid. Also under his company Alterna, there's by Robert Geronimo, Blood Realm. I love it. Two of my favorite indie books that are out, or just comic books in general. Anyways, Pete, he does a great job over there, and he prints with newsprint. That's like, you know, the old school standard that he likes to go by. And yeah, man, he's got a new crowdfunder up that launched just 24 hours ago, and he wants to start doing like prints with newsprint, you know. So this is real big for the indie scene. All right, so let's go check out the campaign right now. Go ahead and get into that. So this is big for everybody, man. This is a big opportunity for us. I don't know if you guys are in a newsprint. A lot of people are, a lot of people aren't. I love it though. It smells great. And it's got that old school, you know, nostalgia feel to it. Here's the campaign. I got the link at the top. If you guys want to back, I backed it today. And let's get into more details. Print your comic on newsprint. The campaign will fund all the necessary equipment to print and assemble newsprint comics in-house, along with paper, ink, and supplies for a year. Here we go. So about this campaign. Hi, I'm Pete Samedi, and for the past 19 years, I've been a publisher of Alterna Comics, a creator-owned comic company that I founded in 2006. I'm also the creator/writer of an ongoing monster mystery series called King Cryptid, and a psychological thriller graphic novel, The Chair, which was adapted to a film that starred the late wrestling legend Roddy Piper. As a publisher at Alterna, I've worked with over a dozen printers to print over a million comics, damn, and graphic novels. And I'm a degreed graphic designer, and before founding Alterna, I worked in 3 print shops, 2 sign shops, and a copy center. After experiencing a variety of sometimes near catastrophic printer damages, delays, misprints, and more, coupled with the rising costs and longer wait times on printing, I finally decided that it's time to start printing our single issue newsprint comics in-house. So I think it's awesome. To fund startup costs of purchasing the necessary equipment, I'll be offering this service to other creators as well, both on this campaign and after it. Here's a quick proof of concept video. So let's go ahead and check this out, guys. So these are the mini comics right here. These are cool. These are good for ash cans, guys. See, and then you got the Steins in there. There's a bunch of ads from different people, you know. See how there's no like a bowing with the book. It's nice and flat, you know. Most comics they kind of get rounded and they bow, you know, kind of get like a bridge, like an arc. They kind of arc. So the details, the saddle stitch books, they come in 2 sizes, 5x7, and the standard 6.2 by 10.25. Newsprint interiors, either full color or black and white, depending on the comic. Gloss covers will be outsourced to a local commercial printer. Archival inks will be used, which means that the ink will be waterproof, fade resistant, and won't get on your fingers. The short runs are going to be 200 or less. Okay, the price breaks from they're at 25, 50, 150 to 200. Page counts go from 8 to 48 pages, increments of 4. Covers do not count towards page count. Digital proof provided for free with every order. Printed proofs are $25 plus shipping upon request. Print vouchers can be purchased on this campaign and redeemed later on when a customer places a print order. Use the price list below to find out how much your print run will cost before shipping. There is no expiration date on the print voucher, and they are good for the life of this service. So it's pretty freaking awesome, guys. There's a lot of details in here. Here are some of the you know, ways you could back it to the contribution. Some of the ways to pick your rewards. This one right here is a sample pack of your comic. Okay, so you could do the 6.65 by 10.2, or you could do the 5 by 7.5 mini comic. So a lot of people like the mini comics. Let's see here. Thanks for stopping by, Montoya. Heck yeah, man. We're checking out Pizza Medi's printing campaign that he's trying to get. He's trying to raise the funds, and so that's the first one here. You could first tier is $25 plus shipping. You can you back this tier, and you can get a sample of your own comic. So that's what I did. I'm working on like 2 books right now, and I have books already. But I'm thinking, oh, I could, you know, I'm working on a book with my buddy. Maybe me and my buddy, we can take this opportunity to print out a little mini comic, or maybe like a Ashcan standard comic book size. It's going to be a black and white book. So this works out perfect for me. Or if we're not going to do that, maybe I could take the first 48 pages of my book Hell War and put it in there. I might do that. Or if I want to, I could take a bunch of art that I've done throughout my little you know, years of working on comics, and I could put all my art in there, fan art, all types of art, and it could be an art book. It could be a prototype, a proof of my art book in a saddle stitch format. So there's a lot of stuff you could do here. And then with that money that I use for that, he's going to take that and put it towards the company. So I think that this is an invaluable perk, if you will, to jump on this one. As creators, I think everybody should jump on that. Then you have a $10 one where it's just like a sample pack of what it actually looks like. You know, it's going to have various like probably chapters or just, you know, scenes or pages taken from different alternative books. So there's that. Then there's the T-shirt. Comics are better on newsprint. So, you know, you could always do that. And then you could do a sketch card. I think he does some killer artwork, man. I love his art. It definitely reminds me of Silvestri in there. A lot of Silvestri. And yeah, man, killer artwork. He just getting better and better. Yeah. Little Jim Lee, maybe. Yeah. Loving Pete's work. So there's different types of sketch cards you could get from him. There's random ones, and then there's some that you can pick from his world too. So it's good to keep it fresh. Then there's just $50 print runs, you know, $70 print vouchers. These are all just vouchers right here. So if you imagine, guys, that like imagine, you know, you get 200 books at that price, you know, probably around $500, like give or less, 200 books. You know, you sell them for however much, you know, then you add the shipping. Let's see here. I have a voice for newsprint and a face for radio. Yeah. I really dig the newsprint myself. I think it's cool. And I think it's great too. Like if he does get this funded, I think he's going to do it. I think it's going to happen personally. I think he's going to make it across the finish line. He had a pretty good first 24 hours. But as long as people keep learning about it, a lot of people have no idea it's going on right now. It's very big. It's big for the indie scene. I think that for new time comic book creators, this is perfect for them. This would be a perfect opportunity for them. They could print like 200 books on the cheap, and then they could build their readership with that. Okay. People that are into comics, it's cool, man. It's for your story, man. The most important thing is getting your book into as many hands and under as many eyes as possible. It's not really about making the money. Go get a real job, a 9-to-5. I think comics, you know, that's the best way to do it, especially if you're in the indie scene. Have your real job that pays the bills and puts food on the table, and then you work on your comics, you know, on the side, and that's your passion. You love doing it. And I think with that, hold on one sec. You could really take advantage of this once it gets off the ground, and you could print like 200 books, and then, you know, have the backing like at a low number, mail them off. You get all these people reading it, build your readership, Okay, you could crowdfund the book for maybe $25, like most of the time, which is cool too. There's always that, but you know, it's I think you could. The most important thing is to reach more readers. You want to build a readership at the end of the day. You can make a lot of money, but you know, it's not really. It's all about the readership, man. The main thing is not about the money. It's about people falling in love with your story, hopefully, so you can make more books. Okay, so I'd rather, yeah, man. You could, I mean, at that rate, you could probably print, you know, a couple, even more, maybe like 400 books if you know, and you have a buy-in at a low price, and then you have you can charge a low price too. You know, maybe $10 or something, 48 pager. I don't know, but I think this is for me. This is what is great about this. Also, you have the mini comics too. Some people like that as well. Maybe you got an action figure, you have access to that. You can put that out. Say you guys want to put out a black and white art book, like I was talking about earlier. It's perfect for that. Maybe you're just like a pencil and ink guy like me, you know. It's genius. And it's a great way to test an IP. Say you put it out like that, and you're like, okay, people like this. They got the newsprint version. Newsprint's it's a little harder to take care of. Now it's a collectible, so they can hold on to that. And then you put out the ash can. Then you launch another campaign on here, maybe on Fund My Comic, and then you want to print something bigger. Okay, maybe you want to change from newsprint to something else. Or you want to do a hardcover book. Maybe you want to fuck with the format. I love fucking with format, like going big, wide, small. That's awesome. I love that. Then you could do that, and then you already have everyone's already, you know, you got 200 people that came in and supported you at that good price, and you know, the rest is history, guys. I mean, I think this is awesome. I wonder if the Madness Comic Network or Flip City Magazine are on the pitch list. This is right up their alley. Yeah, man, they should. I know, because he just kind of started talking about it a little bit on Twitter, gathering a little bit of information over the past 2 weeks, and then he just launched it pretty quick. So it all came together as far as the way I followed it, pretty quick. So I know a lot of people don't really know about it. See the link? I'll check it out. Yeah, that's cool, man. So yeah, go ahead and check it out. You got the T-shirt right there, and they got 36 backers. Again, I know I backed it, and still trying to figure out what I'm gonna use for my little print. You know, either way, for me that's gonna be fun because I got a bunch of artwork. I might make an art book, or I could do an ash can of my book Hell War, but the format's a little off, so I probably won't do Hell War. I might do. I'll talk to maybe my buddy Brian. We're working on a vampire book called the Vampire Hunter book called the Puritanian. I might do that, or I might do an art book. Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe I'll do a quick little horror story. I don't know. The sky's the limit. Sky's the limit with this, guys. Get in there and fucking get it. $25 for, dude, it's a proof pretty much. And it's not going to be up there that long. And then he's going to take the money and buy a fucking printing machine. Guys, we've been waiting for this. It's a golden opportunity. Check it out. So got that. Pizza Medi. I'm going to be covering it too. I'm going to be covering this for a minute. Yeah, I'm going to be shilling this campaign for a month. So he's only doing it for 28 days. And the thing is that the truth of the matter is, the first 24 hours is really important, guys. It's the most important day is just nailing those first 24 hours. If you guys are ever going to launch a campaign for anything, a comic book, you know, an album, a cookbook, you know, I got a buddy that did a bartending, a drink book, you know, first 24 hours. It's all about that hype campaign. You know, you gotta build the hype for the book and then hit it hard on that first 24 hours. 24 hours, you know, 48 hours, but the first 24 hours is really, it's crucial. So, all right, guys, got some more information right here. I want you guys to check out. It's that part of the show. Moving it right along. Yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow, man. It's gonna be Mother's Day. Big Mother's Day. I don't know if you guys are doing anything, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. But yeah, this next section is gonna be So yeah, our boy Preston, man, he did the cover for the Deathgasm video game. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Deathgasm, but it's like one of the most metal movies ever made. like Evil Dead mixed with black metal, but taking place in New Zealand. Damn pop-ups, man. We got a little bit about Fangoria right here. And this is a little piece of Preston's artwork. I think he did a really good job with the likeness too of the characters. Yeah, and he made him even more metal. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. So I'm gonna read a little bit about it. The world of Jason Howden's heavy metal horror comedy Deathgasm is about to get bigger with oh snap, getting pop-ups galore in over here. It's gonna get even bigger with not one but two horrifying projects, including a brand new video game, and it's gonna be getting the comic book. Bitbot, Howden's Metalheads Inc. and Freak Zone Games are joining forces to develop a retro-style 16-bit side-scrolling Deathgasm video game, which will be available in both digital and physical copies for the PS5. Scroll down for an exclusive reveal of the Deathgasm game's gnarly cover. Okay, cool. So, let's see if we got it. Oh, here we go, guys. Yeah, so that's his art. You know, got that old retro look to it that we were talking about from the 80s. $666. Yeah, man, I want to read a little bit more about this too. Yeah. In the Deathgasm video game, the Black Hymn Psalm has been unreleased, and hell is bleeding into reality. Fans can play as Brody, Zach, or Medina, and fight through 9 brutally challenging levels, each inspired by Dante's Inferno and swarming with demonic horrors and gloriously obscene humor. Armed with chainsaws, axes, guitars, sex toys, and more to battle hordes of the damned and take down monstrous bosses based on the original film's most twisted villains. The game features a chiptune heavy metal soundtrack featuring presenting fan favorites, hapless metalheads as they're never before seen. Howden teases that the Deathgasm game is packed with gore, humor, and demonic insanity that couldn't be contained in a film, with designer Sam Beddoes adding that it is faithful to the source material with a fresh, unique experience for players. So, as well as the Deathgasm video game in collaboration with Howden, Bitbot is creating all new graphic novel Deathgasm 1.5. So we're going to look forward to that, and the sequel to Deathgasm 2 Goremageddon is coming out too. So the comic book is going to act as a precursor or a prequel, or actually no, it's a 1.5. So it's a prequel, if you will. So that looks like fun, guys. I know all you metalheads out there that dig that are going to be into it. Hey, what's up? What's up, Halder? Thanks for stopping by, bro. Yeah, we're doing an extremely late night show tonight. I mean, it's not late for me. I'm usually up till pretty late over here, but for a lot of people that watch, and then it might be early too. Sometimes the people from across the pond jump in at this time. I think it's probably like 7, 8, 9 o'clock over there. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, Alder. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Let's see here. We got the 1.5 cover too. So this is another cover that our boy Preston did, the homie. Let's take a look at that. And this is the Not Safe for Work cover. And I'm definitely gonna pick up this comic. I don't know if they're gonna if they launched it yet or what on Kickstarter. They might have. Yeah, but this is Preston's cover right here. It's Not Safe for Work. There's that. Jason Howden's Deathgasm is a wild cult film that mixes disgusting gore, big laughs, and heavy metal into a potent brew. There's a sequel coming, Deathgasm 2 Goremageddon. But before that, you can check out Deathgasm 1.5 Director's Cut, a new graphic novel prelude to the film, heading to Kickstarter. Okay, so it's going to Kickstarter. That's right. And the comic book has you first. Oh, yeah, Comic Book Club has your first exclusive look at the Not Safe for Work cover. All right. So between the events of Deathgasm 1 and Deathgasm 2 was a story that I needed to tell, said Jason Howden via release provided by our 2 Comic Book Club. Let's see here. Here's some of the covers. Let's finish reading that. The story was so visually epic, so gory, and so offensive that it could not be filmed without watering it down. Instead, we made it into a graphic novel, Deathgasm 1.5. We're stoked for fans to witness Brody and Medina slashing demons and thrashing metal riffs, meeting old mates, and an endless evil that lurks in the shadows of a heavy metal hating church. Let's see here. The 80-page graphic novel comes from writers Howden and Peter Boone, artist Industrious Lamonisi Kana, pardon my French, colorist Zach Atkinson, and letterer Jeremiah Lambert. It also features additional contributions by writer Michael Schwartz and Joshua Viola, as well as a cover by Skinner and Preston Azevedo, which you can see below, and Matthew Therian. Not only will Deathgasm get a graphic novel, but we'll also get the video game that we were talking about earlier. So we've got double the metal. So there's like the Not Safe for Work cover by Preston. That shit's pretty fucking badass, dude. Doesn't get any more metal than that. Both those covers are cool. I want to see the third one as well. Yeah, fucking cool, man. He dropped all this info on Twitter this week. So I mean I actually knew about it, you know. But yeah, it was like a double hit. So I haven't been reading up on it, so it's cool to check this out. So, but yeah, guys, we're getting for all you metalheads out there, you know, for me, you know, metal is fun, dude. It means a lot, you know. It's what I would do to get me through the dark times. It was a way for me to channel my artistic you know, tendencies when I wasn't working on comics for a long part of my life, and it means a lot to me. I take it seriously, but I also have fun with it, and I don't take it too seriously. Nothing is precious in this world, neither is metal. So things like Brutal Legend, you know, the comedic side of it, you know, Splatterhouse, you know, Deathgasm. It's fun. Have fun with it. Some people just fucking live in the metal world all the time, and they can't ever fucking come out, man. Sometimes you got to snap out of that shit. So go check this shit out when it comes out. You know, the movie's going to be funny. The first one was hilarious. I'm going to try to go see it in the theater, and yeah, I'll definitely be picking this up on Kickstarter. And it was funny because I'm a fan of it even before the homie started doing artwork for it. So, and Preston, he's a co-host on the show sometimes. So you guys, Preston Azevedo, but that's his beautiful artwork. A lot of you guys know who he is. If you don't, yeah. And right now, I have a video for you guys, and I'm going to drop the link to Preston's channel so you guys can go check out a lot of the cool stuff that he has, a lot of the cool artwork. Preston is a Renaissance artist, so he does, you know, pencil, ink, painting. He does all kinds of stuff. Yeah. So I'm going to put the link in there so you guys can go check out his YouTube channel. And before I do that, we're going to take a metal break. And this is a new one by Illuviete. And this one's pretty heavy. I listened to the first, probably the first 3 minutes of the song, and it sounded pretty cool. So I'm going to share it with you guys. Illuviete, and this one is called Terra Noesis, or Terra Gnosis, maybe. Again, it's hard to pronounce. So here we go. Definitely got a lot going on right there. I'm digging this band. That was solid single. Fucking, what was that, 3 minutes and 27 seconds? I love that, man. When a metal band could, you know, bring all that into one song, catchy, heavy, switching it up a lot. You got two different vocal styles going, a bunch of different instruments too, because they bring that folk edge to their metallium. So Illuviete, man, it's a badass band. I think they're from Finland, if I'm not mistaken. Really digging that. Moving right along, guys. Another campaign launched tonight. It's another guy that we did a shout out last week. He just launched his book, I think today, if I'm not mistaken. I wanted to look at the campaign. I want to look at it. It looks like something very ambitious, and I think it needs to get more eyes on it. So let's go ahead and check it out. This book right here is on Fund My Comic, and this one goes by the title Inker. Trials of Gods and Men saga. This is it right here. And it's got a wonderful cover by Skunk Arts. We were talking about Skunk earlier in the show. If you guys haven't followed Skunk on Twitter, check them out. Skunk Artworks. And this is a urban fantasy horror story that takes takes you to Cloud Peak. Yeah. Follow Kintaro, the Inker, as past demons catch up to him. Find out what happens in Inker. And this is a graphic novel. And yeah, let's learn a little bit more about it. Inker is a 72-page urban fantasy horror graphic novel, book 1 in an epic saga, Trials of Gods and Men, from Pick Up the Sword Studio. The book is complete and ready to go. No delays, no in-progress promises. The entire 72-page graphic novel is finished and print ready. This campaign is getting the story into your hands in the format it deserves. About the story. So this book's ready, guys. It's ready to go. It's going to be hardcover, 80 pages. No, 72 pages. Sorry, 72 pages. About the story, it's a dark urban fantasy horror tale that kicks off the Trials of Gods and Men, an epic saga of supernatural conflict, ancient power, and human survival. Gritty, fast-paced, and emotionally charged. This is the first strike in a long war between forces of far greater than we understood. So what you'll get in Inker number one, you'll get the 72-page hardcover exclusive launch of the Trials of God mini saga. This is the only edition of the book being offered. No softcover, no digital, only option. The Inker Legends edition is a collector-worthy hardcover built to be displayed proudly. Number 2, you're going to get an exclusive cover art print by Skunk Artworks. Okay, that's fucking dope. Number 3, worldwide shipping included. So the shipping is included. Worldwide. Trials of Gods and Men is a story for everyone. Number 4, you're going to get membership to Trials of Gods Men Legendarium. Your support makes you part of the history of this saga. Backing this campaign earns you the title Legend of Togum. Certificate of title shall be delivered with your order. And this is the Ashcan preview right here. Read the first 9 pages. Okay. So here's some of the artwork right here. And I believe this is by Rich Ayala. He does the first 9 pages from Roach Balls fame. If you guys haven't checked out Roach Balls, if you can, go pick that up. Rich Ayala on Twitter. I believe you can DM him. He might be able to send you a copy with the purchase, from my understanding. There's ways to get it. But yeah, man, this is some awesome artwork right here. Yeah. Cool. And then from my understanding, this is Inker. Looks like lots of fun. Yeah, look at that. He just slapped up with some ink right there. Yeah. So you meet the team. This book exists because of the incredible talent behind the scenes. Here's a lineup of artists who brought it to life. Rich Ayala, line art, pages 1 through 9. And then Juan Sanabria, line art, pages 10 to 72. If you guys don't know him, that's El Padrino. And he's doing most of your artwork in this book. And then we have the colorist, which is Oliver Irse. And you got Dominic Irse, his brother, letters. You got the cover by Skunk. The writer is John William, let's see here, Osachuk. And it's Daniel P. Riley is the editor. So you got a master class of artists working on this book. Okay. So we only have a couple perks right here. The book is $100, but it has shipping built into it, and it comes with all the other stuff that I was talking about earlier. It's a hardcover. It's the only edition of this book that you're going to get. And again, it has free shipping. Then you have the 475 version. That one comes with a lot more stuff. And then 900. Yeah. So there's 3 tiers on here. I think this book needs more eyes on it. It just launched. So, it's an in-demand store. I don't know how long he's going to keep it open for. But yeah, definitely, man. There's no bullshit going on with this. He's just straight up, here's my book, boom, back it. It's $100. Shipping's built into it. It's the only version of it. And let me put the link in here. I want to have him on the show too. Eventually, hopefully, he can come on. But with my show, a lot of people don't come on here because it's late as fuck when I do it. And it sucks too. If I could, I would go earlier, but that's the only way I can have a consistent show. And for me, consistency is key. And if I can only do it at midnight, I'm going to do it at midnight. Otherwise, I would do it sometime at prime time or middle of the day or something. I don't know. But hopefully we can have him on. I definitely want to do a shout out. This book looks fucking dope. I'd love to pick it up. Can't get it right now, but I definitely want to. Definitely like the art on it. And yeah, it's got a lot of my buddies working on it too. Didn't even know they were doing this. It was like you know, the ninja style. So we got to put the link in the chat for you guys to check it out. It's over on Fund My Comic. Also, there's one thing too. I think I read on here as well. I wanted to show you guys, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll be covering this. I'm going to be showing this book off more. Scroll down. There's some more info down here. Okay. Okay. So why back the campaign? You're not just funding a book, you're helping launch a saga. The Trials of Gods and Men will continue through future graphic novels and prose releases, all tied together by a shared mythos and worlds. This is your chance to get in on the very beginning. Okay. So you got the stretch goals right here. I'll let you guys come and read all of that. And then we'll go over this more too next week as well. But I want you guys to hear this. There's an Inker bonus initiative. Okay, every artist who helped bring this book to life will receive a significant bonus as a thank you for their incredible work and dedication. Also, Trials of Gods and Men will continue to grow. More independent artists will be hired to create amazing books for you. Other artists will produce epic pieces available as prints and maps. The world of Trials of Gods will is a vast scope and it's full of powerful stories waiting to be told. And here it is. Fan art for a 30% discount. Okay, isn't that cool? Because he was telling me about maybe I should do some fan art because I like to do fan art for books. I love doing it, you know. And he was saying something like that on Twitter like a few months back. So here's how it works. Okay, want to be part of the Legends and save big? We're offering 30% off your hardcover Inker Legend edition if you create and share a piece of fan art inspired by Trials of Gods and Men. Here's how it works. Number 1, create fan art featuring any character, creature, or concept from the Ashcan preview or campaign materials. 2, post your art on social media using the hashtag Trials of Gods and Men fan art and tag us at Pick Up the Sword Studio. 3, send us a link via messenger or email so we can verify it, and we'll send you a private discount code for 30% off your book. Rules: art must be original and created by you. All styles welcome: traditional, digital, stylized, serious. We love it all. Submissions must be shared before the campaign ends. This is our way of celebrating creativity and giving back to the most amazing community supporting this launch. Show us what you've got and become part of the mythos. Thank you for supporting Pick Up the Sword Studio. So I think this is a store, if I'm not mistaken. I might get back to, because if it's a store, it doesn't have an end date. So yeah, there's no end date. It's a storefront. So I don't know how long exactly the campaign's going to be open, but for sure it should be open. I'm thinking at least 30 days. You know, I'm thinking it's going to go longer than that though. But you know, we'll find out. But yeah, man, this looks like a fun book to do some fan art. There's some cool characters in there. She looks cool, you know. Yeah, a lot of cool looking characters. She looks like a badass, you know. Look at that. Lots of fun. He looks cool. So do the fan art. And yeah, check out Inker, guys. So got some new comments right here. Got Jesus Christ throwing some love in there. Jesus Christ. How you doing there? How you doing there? And right now I got some a little trial and tribulation for you guys. We were gonna have some other people on tonight, but again, it's late right now. I think it's like 2:14 in the morning. Get ready, guys. Got something special for you. Kai I Manu. Pardon my French if I spelled that wrong. on Papua New Guinea and its neighboring islands, number of obscure sightings have surfaced of a dinosaur-like creature referred to as a Kai Manu. It has been compared to the Therizinosaurus by researchers. Again, part of my French. We got somebody saying something in the chat. That's cool. We're ending a similar poll tomorrow with the reward being a fourth page and ad in the Flip City magazine. It's 3:14 here. Damn. So you're over on East Coast. So I'm over here out in California. So still pretty early for me. Pretty early. Pop-up blockers. Spinning. Yeah, 3:14. Yeah. Pretty early. It is noted for having a long neck, leading to comparison to a sauropod. But other sightings specify that it stands on two legs and has front claws. I was talking to my brother-in-law. He was saying he went hunting for bear. Like, I don't know if it was last year or what, but he was saying that they run so fucking fast on just two legs. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, they're like, I think they're going like 15 miles an hour on two legs. I've seen how fast they run on all fours, and it is terrifying. I did not know that they could run that fast. But when he told me they run like 15 miles an hour, at least it seemed like it, on two legs, that just scared the shit out of me. And then he told me that he tried bear meat. He said it's pretty good. I was like, wow. And you have to have a license for that, obviously, from wildlife, food and game or whatnot. But that's crazy. While it's unlikely that the creature is actually a Therizinosaurus, it could be a descendant of the raptor family of dinosaurs, which is also one that stood on two legs, had a long neck. I don't know about raptor, but okay. This is CryptoWiki, so there's going to be some weird shit. Although not as long as a Therizinosaurus and had front claws. Most dinosaur-like creatures have been seen on the islands in recent years. That's crazy, man. Yeah, this one in Madagascar, they got a lot of crazy shit going on. The sighting, there's an excerpt from an article written on creation.com by Brian Irwin. The author is an Australian who recently visited Papua New Guinea, meeting up with the residents of the West New Britain, who told them of a dinosaur-like creature they have seen in the area. Here's an account. Since 1990s, a large reptilian creature has been sighted occasionally on an Ambugui Island in New West Britain, Papua New Guinea. It's a long fucking name. Ambugui Island is located on the south coast of New West Britain between Kandarian and Gasmata. The creature has also been sighted on Algae Island, about 1 kilometer to the south of Ambugui Island. I interviewed a young man on Ambugui Island, Robert, who sighted the creature around 2005, 2006. The creature was also sighted at the same time by Tony Anvil, who was not on Ambugui Island when it was there. Robert does not speak English, so an interpreter was used to translate Pidgin to English. The creature was described as having a long tail and a long neck. It was about 10 to 15 meters in length. Look at these talons right here, guys. Would not want to be on the receiving end of that. With an appearance like a very large wallaby and having a head like a turtle's head. It walked slowly on two large legs and had a smooth, shiny brown skin. The top of the head was estimated to be as high as a house, and the underbelly of the creature was as high as an adult. Man, that's crazy. Crazy. Hey, how's it going, Rad Art and Comics? Thanks for stopping by. Looks like you got a little character right there, huh? Little dino. Looking forward to that new Jurassic Park, man. They're talking about the mutants in there. They're going to be pretty trippy. I think they were throwing the name Geiger out there. It's going to be like a Geiger-esque mutant dinosaur. I'm all for it, though, to be honest with you. Because let's be real, man. The dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, they're fucking monsters. They're Frankenstein's monster. They're not real dinosaurs. They're taking dino DNA. They're ostriches and whatnot, and they're just making whatever the fuck they want, That's why I'm like, dude, just hurry up already and start making the dino humans, and then having dinosaurs and humans and dino humans, like fighting for survival in a post-apocalyptic trilogy. That would be metal. like Planet of the Apes, but draconian. But even more metal. It'd be just metal as fuck. You could have them riding T-Rexes. Imagine if like they could, imagine like if a dino like human, like a humanoid dinosaur, right, could telepathically tell the T-Rex, get the fuck over here, and he puts a saddle on him. He starts riding the T-Rex around. Wouldn't that be metal? I mean, you guys would pay for that, right? I know I would. Reminds me of the Cloverfield monster. You know what? Kind of does. It looks a little retarded, right? It looks kind of like a fetus too, a little bit. Like I mean, I'll check it out. There's also a lot of really cool other dinosaurs on there, but I think they could have. I mean, we'll see the whole body, but I am feeling a little Cloverfield, a little Alien Resurrection on it. You remember the Alien? The first Alien human hybrid xenomorph, the white one, the white one. Mixed with the monster from Star Wars. Ah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. The one in Return of the Jedi, huh? The Rancor. Yeah, and then they had them in was it the Boba Fett TV show? That Boba Fett TV show had a good concept, turning that into Conan, trying to make like a Conan-esque Boba Fett on Tatooine. I was all for that. It was just the delivery was kind of fucked up. They would have done it a little different. I wouldn't have, to be honest with you, I wouldn't have hired the same actor. I would have hired somebody else. I would have got someone younger. I would have made it way more epic. It was just a little cheesy, and then the whole little the little biker gang in there was corny as fuck. I didn't like that. It just took me right out of the show. But that Wookiee in there was cool, man. I think they could have done a lot with the Wookiee. I thought that was a cool character. he was one of my favorites. I ain't gonna lie. Who else was in? I don't know if it was the same show. No, was Cad Bane. I think Cad Bane was in that show. It might have been a different show because they had a bunch of Star Wars shows. That they weren't that good really. But yeah, let's see here. It walks slowly on two legs. Okay, we read that already. Keep scrolling down. The creature was described as being fearful looking, with the sighting being made from a distance of about 50 meters. The sighting was made in the late afternoon and was observed for a considerable length of time. Not sure the exact duration of the time, and the creature was eating vegetation. Robert and Tony followed the creature from a distance and watched it go into the water, and after it finished its eating. So yeah, it just sounds like a little, damn, bro, that thing looks. Well, I mean, I'm thinking like a brontosaurus, or a brachiosaurus, eating some leaves, and then they raise up their hand. It just has these long talons, like, motherfucker, get off my shit. Just like claw your whole, half your body in half, That would be crazy. That'd be pretty cool. Because usually they're just sitting there like gnawing on some lettuce, and the T-Rex just comes up and takes a big bite out of it, and it doesn't even do none. It just sits there like eating its lettuce while being consumed by the T-Rex. So it's cool to like someone get a little back, a little slashy, stabby. Okay, here, let's see. Cosmic Grandma. I have one of the computers that was first used to create the CGI for the first Jurassic Park in my computer museum. I'm a computer historian. Oh, that's cool, man. And I think that movie has some of the best CGI too. Obviously, they swapped. I mean, I don't got to tell you this, but they swapped CGI from live, animatronics and models and stuff. That's why it looks so good. And then the CGI looked great, And people talk about it all the time about how CGI was the best when it first started because they had to work hard with it and it was the first time. And now people they make it quick and it's shit. A lot of the CGI that comes out now is just dog shit. It's either good or it's dog shit. I've noticed there's hardly any that in between anymore. Even T2 had great CGI. The android bounty hunter was cool. Yeah, dude. It's like, here's a cool character. Okay, don't make a show about him. Let's do Andor. Let's do more of the Andor. Fuck the Cad Bane bounty hunter guy. We don't need that. We don't want to see that. See, they're just they're retarded. Yeah, I think his name was Cad Bane, I believe, and the Blue Cowboy one was Cad Bane. Yep. See, there we go. Yeah, so that's it on the cryptid front. Another book launched last week that I backed too, and they had launched a again, we're talking ash cans or preview books. They had launched a preview book that I backed, and I didn't even fucking read it because I just thought it was cool. And I would, I was like, this. I didn't know that they were gonna launch another one, So I was just like, dude, I'm gonna, and it was $3. I couldn't resist. I think I paid maybe $5 for the book, and he shipped everything. It was the first 20 pages. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wait till I get the whole first book. Then I'm going to read it. Then I'll do a review about it and give my thoughts about it if I like it, you know. And that's what I'm going to do. So I just backed it. And here the campaign's open, and they're tearing it up on Kickstarter right now. Yeah, they're tearing it up. So let's go ahead and always remember, guys, Kickstarter is it's the Coca-Cola of crowdfunding. You know, if you're not getting backers on there, you're doing something wrong. You know, it's just as simple as that. It should be easy to kind of make some money on Kickstarter. And I don't just mean with the titty books or whatnot. There's other ways of doing it. And I think this is a prime example. So right here, the Band of the Crow, guys, they're already at 9K right now. They got 286 backers. And you know, they had a really good book, good professional writer, professional artist, really good product. Boom. Then they did the ash can. Okay. Fans gained trust with them. They sent it out. They did a reasonably a great price. They're doing it for $5. Okay, with this one they did $12 plus shipping. And look at the artwork, guys. I mean, come on, this is the type of shit that I want to work on next. You know, I want to do some dark fantasy personally. But I want to do some world building. I want to tell, you know, a good story. Look at that. Look at that. Let's see. Look at this artwork, guys. Huh? You don't really get books like this in the indie sphere too much. You know what I mean? This is better than the mainstream shit. Look at these fucking goblin or orcs. Really cool design. Loving the art style. Yeah, I could for me, it was just like a no, you know, didn't even have to 64 pages, guys, $12. Okay. That's 33% off the cover price. And I think the campaigns are going to get more and more expensive because they should be charging a lot for this book. But they want to build a readership. This guy is a professional writer. Arvid, he's been around the game for a while, and he knows about readership. Okay. And he's got a good story to tell. Fans of Howard and Tolkien are going to love this book. All right. Let me read a little bit about it to you guys. So for those of you that don't know about it, the year of the goddess, 924, frost giants have trampled the world beneath our feet. The last remnants of man cling to life, fighting back with the holy art of sorcery. Welcome to Band of the Crow, an original high fantasy comic series in the great tradition from William Morris to Lord Dunsey and J.R.R. Tolkien. So, yeah, guys, doesn't that sound cool? I know it does to me. So I'll put the link in the chat. You guys come check this out. I'll play the trailer real quick. Yeah, the style's dope, dude. Fucking awesome. Really nice guys, too. Really nice, humble guys. You know, I watched their live stream. They got a YouTube channel, too, when they launched it. Came in a beautiful box, too. Beautiful box. You know? Oh, I've never seen this trailer. This is a new one. Oh, hell yeah, dude, this is giant. Yeah, man. Our boy's a metalhead too, the writer, Arvid. Yeah, that trailer was dope, man. And another book, I know I sound crazy. It's not a book, but I get vibes, right? Legend of Zelda, man. I don't know why. A little bit, just a little. That's another IP, or I hate using that word, man. But Zelda, man, that was my favorite game growing up. Ocarina of Time. I love that fucking game. And Majora's Mask. I want to get that, and man, like I want to build my own thing too. And just seeing stuff like this, the way they handle this, the art, I can't wait to read it. I mentioned to go read the preview one that I backed before this, but I'm not. I gotta wait. But yeah, go back Band of the Crow, guys. There's a lot of really good campaigns that are going right now, and yeah, right. The Zelda cartoon, right? Me too, man. And I really like that cartoon, and it's out right now, man. It's on because they just had the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, because it would always come out on Friday of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, and then Zelda would come out on Friday. Back in the day, I'd come home from work or from school and watch it. And now it's just the Zelda cartoon's available on Prime. You can watch it for free with your Prime membership. So yeah, and then they're making a Zelda movie, man. I can't wait. For me, that's like the last, like, to me, Zelda is like sorry, I'm like, Zelda's like the last IP, dude. Like, it's like the holy grail of, like, it's one of them. I mean, there's probably like a couple more, but it's always like, what do you want to see? For me, it's like, I want to see a good Conan movie, a Cole movie. Zelda's a real big one, Zelda's big. I'm hoping it's done justice. I'm thinking it's from the director of the guy that did the last Planet of the Apes movie, and I know they're working on it. If you go to Nintendo.com, they're working on the movie. So I think it's going to be through Prime, but I'm not sure. But I'm going to be there, man. Dude, Red Sonja looks sick, bro. And it's from the director of Solomon Kane. Sick, bro. But it does. It looks sick. It looks really good. Michael Bassett. He did such a good job with that. I also tried to get a little, stimulate a little talk with Solomon Kane and Conan the Barbarian. I was like, okay, Conan the Barbarian is my favorite movie. But I did a thing on Twitter like, hey, who did Howard more, faithfully? Was it the Solomon Kane movie or the or the John Milius Conan the Barbarian movie? And I said Solomon Kane. It was a little more faithful. They're both very different than the source material, but I think Kane kind of kept it spiritually a little closer. I think the Conan the Barbarian movie is more of a Cole movie, because he's a slave in the beginning and he's doing the pit fighting and all that shit. That didn't happen in the books, Neither did a lot of the Kane shit, but towards the end of the movie, you're getting more of the Kane. So that's my little. I was trolling, At Twitter, it's hard, man. I'm trying to get more followers and trying to get more just more hype on Twitter, and just trying to engage in conversations, but stuff that's not too cringe or like too clickbaity or too like just. I try not to bullshit with people too much, I'm bullshitting, but I kind of want to have conversations that are fun at least, But I always tell, like, dude, when people ask, oh, this is a hot take or hear me out or listen. And it's like, dude, you just fucking with me. So I don't know. Zelda's my son's name, but I'll appreciate it for him. Yeah, no, it's great, man. It is great. Oh yeah, I like Momoa's Conan too, but it's like, dude, the more I learn like about like Howard, the more I'm just like, oh god, But even watching, I was kind of let down about little things, it just felt weird. But I think he's the perfect actor for Conan. I really do. I really, really do. I think he's perfect for Conan. Obviously, he's perfect for Lobo. Those two characters, I would hire Momoa like over anybody. And then after that, I would hire Henry Cavill. He's okay. I retract that. Forgive me. I would hire Cavill or Momoa. I think Cavill is like, it's perfect John Buscema Conan from like 90s and Savage Sword. He just looks like him, right? And then I also think that, and a little Frazetta too, but I also think that Momoa is more of the Conan from Robert E. Howard's book, But I also think they could pull off a little Frazetta with him. Same thing with Cavill though, man. I just see Cavill with that black hair on him with the fucked up bangs that he cuts with his broken sword. Dude, he's Buscema Conan. I've gotten an argument. I used to give an argument to people about that. Man, everybody wants him to be in every movie to Henry Cavill. It's like, well, dude, I mean, it looks like John Buscema Conan. I don't know what to tell you. Just like Adam Driver, right? Adam Driver, he'd be a perfect Shadow. He's got that big honker and the deep voice. He's ex-military. I think he's a Marine. He just kind of fits the role. I would hire. I don't really like, I would hire Adam Driver to play the Shadow. He'd be a great Lamont Cranston. Sorry. Let's see here. I I have the actual 8mm footage film from the original Conan. Damn. Yeah, man. Oh, I love that movie. It never gets old. And hey, I don't even mind the whole slavery beginning thing. I don't even care if they made that canon. Like if I mean, I would. I don't want people to alter Howard, but if someone found like a some hidden Howard stuff that was unpublished, like Conan was a slave, and he like all the shit that happened in the Milius version, and they found out that Howard actually wrote that, I'd be with it. I'm all with it. Just 2 slides. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love that movie though. Yeah, that movie and RoboCop, man, just really, yeah, really, those are like my favorite. And Bram Stoker's Dracula, I like that movie a lot, But then there's some that I like, kind of like, oh man, I really like that old Batman movie growing up with Michael Keaton, But later on, I ended up liking Batman Begins more. That movie's fucking dope. I love that Batman Begins. But got another book I'd like you guys to check out too. A couple more books and a couple movie trailers. It's been a desert out here for movie trailers. Like normally I have like just a mass abundance of movie trailers I want to show you guys. But man, it's been a desert. This week we got some stuff though. I like The Dark Knight the most. Yeah, The Dark Knight's dope. Yeah, no, I mean, like, the argument is it's ultimately a better movie. You can have that argument, like a lot of people do that. I'm not going to argue that. I think Batman Begins is a better movie, but technically, and you got Heath Ledger, like groundbreaking, like, performance, but also like societal breaking performance. Like what he did with that movie, it just changed how people act in movies, how people portray villains. Comic movie or not, like you just looked at some of the shit he did in The Dark Knight. People just took that and it really had an impact on cinema in general. Even the Hans Zimmer score, just like dun, 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 like it sounds like The Dark Knight, dun, dun, with the little techno shit going on in the background. Dun, dun. But I like Batman Begins more. The one thing I like, one of the many things I like about Batman Begins, I think it's a great origin film. And I think that they could have taken the franchise in any direction after that movie. They could have went and cast Ben Affleck and used that as an origin film, and it works perfectly. You could have taken it and made it an origin for to a certain degree, like Burton's movie, a little bit. But for me, I thought it was a great launching pad for Batman because he didn't really do much in that movie. It was very grounded, sort of. I mean, there's a lot of bullshit in there too, but it's very raw. Great for like an origin movie, and they could have literally gone fantastical with it, extremely like gritty and like down to earth, like they try to do with the Batman, it's just a great launching pad. But Dark Knight, poof, yeah, it's a good movie, and that movie just gets fuck people. How do I put it? For sure, like brass tacks, baseline, bottom, like no matter what, Batman Begins is a solid Batman movie. Like it's all about him. Dark Knight's it's a lot more stuff going on, right? Setting up the whole crime saga of Gotham that Bruce has to go to. But don't even get me started on Dark Knight Rises, man. It's a good movie, a little long, but man, it was such a disappointment to me because I just don't see Batman like quitting for that long. And the one thing I really, really like, oh yeah, I hate, I really fucking hate about that trilogy, my love-hate relationship with it, is the fact that he's only Batman for a year and a half. Like if you put all like his clocked in like work hours, it's about a year and a half because he's Batman, I think, for a year in the first movie or some shit. Then it rolls right into the Dark Knight, and that's like 6 months later, and then he quits becoming Batman. Then he for 10 years, and then he's Batman again. Like he's fucking old as hell, and his body's all fucked up. I didn't like that. Batman for a year and a half, folks. Just stupid as fuck. I'm sorry. Bane 2, kind of a fun character for 5 minutes, but not faithful to the comic. Stupid as fuck. Hardy's a good actor, but yeah, I hated his Bane. Yeah, it didn't age well with me. But I got a book I want you guys to check out. And I haven't backed this one yet either. This is one that I want to back. There's so many books, guys. Let's see here. And this one is called Heroic Tales book 2, and I'm hearing great things about Heroic Tales book 1, and I'm missing out on this. And this is it right here, guys. I'll play the trailer for you. A little more redneck going real quick. Awesome artwork too. Is it Renzo Rodriguez? Great artist. Good guy too, man. Thank you, Halder. Thank you. I like that shirt. And what I'm getting out of this main character, he's not what you think he is. He's not like the typical like Superman character. And that's a big thing, is like the deconstruction of the superhero. You get with like the boys, but sometimes it's done really well. This guy is the patriarch, man, and from what my buddy Brian told me about the story, I can't wait to get this. I am going to back these, and I had John Bois on the show probably about a year ago when he was talking about the first book. I'm gonna have to try to get him on again, but I'm on so fucking late. Love to pick his brain. He's got a great YouTube channel, Longbox. He's read thousands of books. He has thousands of books. He really knows like heroes and villains to like T. He knows what he's doing, guys. Yeah, man. He said, I think that it's going to be kind of like an anthology eventually going forward. I don't know about going forward, but at some point you're going to touch on some, or at least like maybe each book's going to be a different tale with a different character, sort of, or he's going to something like that. I don't want to be quoted either way, but I think he was saying something like that, and I thought that was really cool. But yeah, what I've heard about the patriarch, I think he's really interesting, and yeah, I think this book needs more eyes on it. It needs more funds in it, and definitely gonna be scooping this up eventually. So, but if you guys can go get it. Let's see here. It's got a few more days to go, so he's doing a pretty big run, but he is going to be closing it out. So that's good to know. So I got a little bit of time, but if you can, get it now. I'll put the link in the chat. Let's see here. Yeah, sure, absolutely, man. Let's see here. Shout out a campaign. Let's see here. You got the link already. Actually, Halder put the link in there. So you got let's see here. Murder King. All right. That's the campaign. And what site is it on, bro? Or is it on a crowdfunding site or an actual website for that in specifically proper? Or where can we go about backing that or checking it out right now? Oh, it's on Kickstarter? All right, let me see if I can find it real quick and I'll bring it up. Let me close out some of these windows. I got like 10,000 of them. This should help with the speed of things. Then I got some, I also have some movie trailers I want to show you guys. Let's see. I'm looking for it right now, man. I'm having this a little trouble finding it over on Kickstarter. Let me go to the main site real quick. Because I always like to do some shout outs on here, man. Getting some eyes on some books, the comics. I was watching a documentary on Jack Kirby on Prime, and strictly about, it's called Kirby at War. And let's see here. I'm gonna do a cover for them. Fuck yeah, that's what's up, man. Murder King. Yeah, it was Kirby at War. It's just like a documentary about his time in World War II. And it was pretty crazy just hearing about like the stuff that he had to go through. Okay, I think I found it right here. Okay, it hasn't launched yet. So let's go ahead and ooh, this looks pretty interesting. Intriguing. I don't like that word interesting no more. I used to like it, and then now it turned into like a fucking insult or something like that. Let's see here, Murder King. Sign up for Murder King. So it's in a sign up phase. That's what it's all about, man. Got to do your signups. You got to build the hype for your campaigns. Everyone listening, I don't care who you are. Hype build your campaigns, guys. Especially the first or the 30 days before launch. So dude, get that countdown going. The sign up going. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and share the Oh, absolutely, man. No problem. Let's see. We got the Murder King #1. Welcome to Clyde City. Yeah, I need to start getting my sign up list going pretty soon for Hell War. Murder King #1. Welcome to Clyde City. The maniacal minds at Murder House Publishing present the twisted tales of Clyde City, a place forsaken by God, where murder is king. Murder King. Forsaken is a world not many can comprehend, but for the citizens of Clyde City, it's a way of life. Exterminator for hire, efficient, permanent, coming soon. Murder King. Murder House. Clyde City Murder King, truly yours. Okay. Join the twisted minds behind Murder House Publishing. I'm going to go ahead and click on notify me on launch. Oh, whoops. Let me go back. I don't want to do all that. I'm trying to dox myself. Join the twisted minds behind Murder House Publishing. I'll do later. As we take you to a place on earth that God has abandoned, a place where murder is king and chaos awaits you around every dark corner and in every desolate alleyway. Scratch the deadly itch you didn't realize you had as you travel through the wretched streets of evil incarnate. Murder King is set to give what's in the box vibes with the villainy of a Hitchcock thriller. Set in the reminder. Set that reminder because you don't want to miss this Kickstarter. Okay, let's scrolling down. Loving this painting right here. Definitely spooky. Definitely terrifying. Looks like it's done traditionally right here. You got all the art supplies in the background. Love it. Fuck the AI shit. Brief synopsis. Issue 1 of Murder King takes us into the day of Harvey, a lowly, disgusting bug exterminator. Harvey is a self-proclaimed murder king. His license plate even says so. But Clyde City declares who the true murder king is. Does Harvey have the body count to lay claim to the title? Join us to find out in issue 1. Coming soon from Murder House. Like that publishing name. It's fucking metal. You got the Murder House King on Instagram. Definitely going to check this out, man. Thanks for sharing with us your campaign. And it was fun sharing it. No shit, man. We got Halder signing up over here. You know, I'm going to go sign up. And if it's in the cards and I can back it, then I'll back it. Definitely looks like the book I would love to read and buy. I love horror, and that's my jam. Good luck on the cover. Hopefully it comes out great. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully they like it and it's a massive success. I wish you the best of luck with that, man. It's fucking cool. It's always good. I always love hearing that, man. Like I'm doing a cover for him and stuff like that. That's cool. Okay, we'll stop sharing on that. So you guys go sign up for Murder King. I got the link right there. It's going to launch. Tell you. I mean, they're your boss. They are your boss. If you're doing a cover for them, they are your boss. So tell your bosses to keep hyping that book up and get that sign up going and keep being fucking annoying with the marketing. You got to be annoying, guys. You got to be annoying. All right. No one's going to be annoying. No one's going to do it for you. You got to do it. You got to get out there and build a hype on your books, build that readership up, be annoying, get your name out there. That's the way the world is, All right. So with this being, Metal Movies and Brewsky'S, and if you guys don't know, well, let's see, I'll save that for next week. But Sorry, thinking out loud. I love westerns, guys. I got a horror western comic, and just big western fan. I love them all. Try to watch any western I can. As soon as it pops, I'm like, what? Get out of the way. Let me watch it. Right? Even the Bonanza or Gunsmoke, or this is a new western movie coming out. You guys might have seen the trailer. You might have not. Oh, you're welcome, brother. Absolutely. Or, sister or whatever. I don't know. But either way, you're welcome. And this one's called The Unholy Trinity. And it's a pretty fucking metal name. And this one, let's just get into it. I'll let you guys watch it.
Where you headed?
Trinity.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
And just who might this be?
My pop.
Mind if I ask how he passed?
He was framed.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. And if I'm not mistaken, that's Tim Daly. Okay, he did the voice of Superman on Superman the Animated Series by Bruce Timm. But our boy Pierce is in here, dude. Yeah. And Samuel L. He's fucking awesome.
Might need this. They call me St. Christopher, by the way.
I love Samuel L. Jackson, man. I love his work ethic too, man. There's our boy Pierce. There he is.
Welcome to Trinity. Sheriff, my name is Henry Broadway.
I love it when he does movies too, where he just rocks his Irish accent. It's like, nah, I'm gonna do my accent. And the thing is, with westerns, you could be any race. You don't got to put on no fucking stupid accent because it was all immigrants back then. Fuck around.
It would make your father Isaac Broadway. Let me give you a bit of advice. Keep your ancestry between us. Not every man who's known is loved.
And I'm hearing great things about Mobland. I hear that's like the best show on TV right now. I think it's on. I just got Showtime Paramount. I'm gonna get that for probably 4 months. So that's on there with him and Tom Hardy, and it's got Helen Mirren, and it's a Guy Ritchie type thing. I hear it's great.
I know your daddy real well. Me and him stole enough gold, paved the streets.
Yeah, no.
Think I know where that gold is?
I don't know.
We're getting a lot of trailers right now. A lot of shit.
Do you?
We're having, like I said, we're in a desert.
It ain't obvious. You will find that gold.
I like that.
Henry! It's on the other side! Stay back!
You killed one of those men. Now you ride with me.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I bet anything I own that Henry Broadway just hit that gold. What are we waiting for? Let's go!
They're coming for you.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson, like I said, he's got a great work ethic. He just does fucking whatever he gets. Like, that's the way you do it, man. You just keep working. Not everything's going to be great. But he's got a lot of great movies, man. A lot of entertaining fucking movies. And he's got his whole, like, Hateful Eight, Django Unchained. So he's developing like a Western career too. Same thing with Pierce. He did Seraphim Falls and another movie. Seraphim Falls with Liam Neeson. Hard recommend. Go check that out.
People are right up.
I'm still fastened there. What you want is not your gold.
Nice. I heard about some new shit going down with him right now.
And this mothers!
Every town has its heroes and villains. Don't get caught on the wrong side of that coin.
I don't want to be no villain.
Man don't know what he is till his back's against the wall.
The Unholy Trinity. I'm definitely gonna be checking that out. No, it's like there's the whole thing like I don't know, in books. I like having a lot of different characters with different races. I think it adds a lot of fun to the story, And it's like the whole like checkbox thing of like wokeisms over the past 5 years, Like my book Blue Sleever, I have a bunch of different races. I just think it's fun to have all these different cultures in there, man. I think it just brings different sides to the story, and especially when you're writing dialogue and they're all speaking in different accents. You got to write the script first, and you got to go in there and deconstruct the script and figure out what dialect you want to put per character. That shit gets fucking kind of annoying, but if it's done right, I think it can be really rewarding for the reader, especially when you're reading that, because and it helps break up the characters. You know what I mean? It really does when you get the different races, like rather than just all white guys. You know, you throw one Irish dude in there, maybe a Hispanic dude, a black guy. They're all going to sound different, and it's going to add more. It's going to make it funner for the viewer. That's just my personal, you know, unless it's like a town of people or something. Whenever you can, like, fucking populate it with a bunch of different races, man. It'll make the book kind of fun. As long as it's not like forced, you know. But it has to make fucking sense, obviously, right? Drawn Sword, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Recently watched 310 to Yuma. Was great. Yeah, I've only seen the remake, and I thought it was fucking awesome. I still got to go back and watch the original, but I love that. James Mangold. I think Mangold is a great director. I think he did that. And he also did Logan. He did the Wolverine. I think he might have did that Ferrari movie. I didn't check that out yet, but he's a great director. And favorite character in there is Ben Foster. Oh, man, he's great in that movie. Yeah, 310 to Yuma. Yeah, I got to go watch the original. Yeah, I feel embarrassed I haven't watched it. There's so many like big movies, you know, that I haven't watched that I'm embarrassed that I haven't seen, but I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people out there like that. So, but yeah, Stephen King, man, he made some comment or something like that on Twitter I was reading, and a bunch of people were kind of going after him, like woke people. So it's like, that's fucking weird, because he's a woke ass motherfucker. You know what I mean? Sometimes they cannibalize themselves like crickets. A lot of people don't know that crickets, they cannibalize each other. So, you know, they think they're cute, and they're itching their back leg, making all that cricket noise, and then, yeah, they'll eat their own, much like the wokies, the wokesters, the SJWs. Fuck them. So, yeah, it is what it is. Stephen King, though, man, he's one of the best writers of all time. Yeah, he does get really political. He just needs to shut up. You know what I mean? Like, he's got so much money. He's literally like swimming in money, dude. He can like donate money. He doesn't need to even get political. You know, like, it's just write some dope write some dope novels, maybe some comics. I don't know. Make some cool stories. I don't know. Just take it easy, man. Go make another Creep Show or something. That would be awesome. You know, no one needs to talk politics and like unless you're really going to do something. I don't know, man. He's not really helping anything. He's not helping the scene. For him, he should just be writing the books, you know? I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with that guy. But yeah, I want you guys to check out. I got another book, one more book for you guys to check out. I'm sure you guys have heard of this one, but I think it looks fucking awesome, you know? And that's the Mighty Golden Patriot. You know, it's like you mix Sentai, you know, with World War II, Golden Age. You know, it's like the Rocketeer, but you know, I mean, for Americans, it's Power Rangers, but it's a whole subgenre. Power Rangers was like the American version of the Sentai genre from Japan. But this book looks cool, man. For me, it reminds me of the Rocketeer, you know. And friend John Dillard's drawing it. It's a Yellow Flash is doing it he's a big YouTube commentator, funny guy. He's one of the original gangsters from Comicsgate. He's been in the scene for fucking ever. And it's cool to see him get his book out. And really looking forward to reading.
The year is 1945. World War II rages from the halls of Buckingham Palace to the shores of the Nile River. Even now, the clash between freedom and tyranny is about to boil over. Somewhere in North Africa, two American flyboys are soaring high on a reconnaissance mission, searching for clues to a peculiar new obsession with the occult gripping the Nazi high command.
So I think it's cool too, because like Dillard's already working on the second book with Flash. Also, this book, they're using the Nazi relics that they took, like the Spear of Longinus and what have you. The Nazis had so many different forms of religious artifacts, and they're using that. That's going to be there to power the suit. Okay, so they're going to have obviously an Egyptian artifact that's going to give this Mighty Golden Patriot his powers. Also, they don't show a lot in here. In the first trailer for this fucking book, they had these badass mechs, these big Nazi mechs that the Mighty Golden Patriot is gonna have to fight. So I really wish that they put these in some of the newer trailers, because there's a whole, you know, audience of people that do not know anything about them. This book looks awesome, man. It looks awesome. It's totally what I'm all about. Reminds me of Hellboy. I love the Nazi myth. Yeah, you see a little bit of the bots right there on the Mike S. Miller cover. Yeah, a little bit of it right there. Come on, click it right there. Right there in the top right-hand corner. So he's fucking those guys up. So I'm really looking forward to that, man. It's like a little bit of Wolfenstein thrown in there too, you know. And there's a lot you could do with that. You can just make dozens of books in that war, you know. So check it out, guys. It's extremely affordable as well. The book itself is you could get it for $17. There's an add-on book too for $6 that I did. It has the backstory of the father of the main character when he went to war. So you're gonna learn a little bit about him. They're expanding the universe a little bit. It's a cool story they got in there. And that one's I think that one's done by the Quaff. He's doing the art, and I think it's written by Literature Devil. So that guy is very well read. He knows what he's talking about. We got some cool shirts right here. Pay your artist. There's a lot of drama going on about that. A lot of gay shit. People talking about. But yeah, you got this cool cover right here, or page. Love the layout of it. See him dropping out of the sky. He's running. He's looking over. You can see the Nazis right here. They're driving up by his feet. You go down more. They're coming full speed, and they drove right past him. You got this beautifully forced perspective shot right here of the main character, exquisitely drawn by John Dillard. And you got this hero pose right here, shooting straight up. That right there, he said it was inspired by Shazam. He really wanted that moment, you know. So really cool, guys. Check it out. Thanks for sharing the link. Really appreciate it. Go back to Mighty Golden Patriot. And then let's see here. Yeah, Halder's a man. Definitely. Going pretty long, man. I can't believe it's already been an hour or 2 hours already. Doing yeah. Going. So I seen this this trailer tonight. This is a funny one, guys. Oh yes, and the Buckler. Also got the Buckler too, guys, by Dillard too. We got this trailer, man. I came by it earlier tonight, and it made me laugh my ass off. And it's not something that this actor usually does. He usually doesn't want to do it, and I almost feel that he's been like reserved to doing comedy for a while, or at least a dark comedy in this nature, you know. So for me to see him doing it, I'm like, okay, dude, like he needs a comeback movie, like something that's fun to watch, you know, because he's done some comeback stuff on his own that's been kind of here or there, and he's done some really good action films that are fucking awesome. But he needs like a big win. It's almost like he's been in like the indie martial art film market for a while, and seems like he might have this film might have some potential, but maybe not. I think it's gonna almost get potentially big, but not really hit. But let me show you the trailer for this movie, and this is Jean-Claude Van Damme's next movie, and this one is called The Gardener.
Is ready. Only 5 names this year. You've got 48 hours tops.
Consider it done.
A list of names? Yes. Including mine? You sure? Watch out! So why am I the last one?
Like if you guys haven't seen Universal Soldier, I think it's it's part 3. Whatever the third one he did, I think it's Rejuvenation or Resurrection or Redemption. It's the third one. Fucking awesome. It's got him and Dolph Lundgren and also Andre the Pitbull, the dude from UFC. Great movie. And then there's the fourth one, Day of Reckoning. It has Scott Adkins, Dolph Lundgren, and Jean-Claude. That movie's the best one in the series. Excellent action. It's a fucking great horror movie. And it's like teetering on art house horror. And yeah, we covered it on Brian's show a while. Day of Reckoning. And yeah, that's the best movie he's done in a long time. Is that he's the bad guy in there.
I love plants.
I love plants.
Because plants never complain.
They leave, they grow, they die, but they never complain.
Search. What's the search? The executive blacklist. It's a list of certain individuals that the prime minister might be entitled to.
What the fuck? That had some weird audio shift. That was weird.
To eliminate the name of national security. I'm gonna ask you to help.
Are you ready?
El Sergio, it's Baco.
Now, gardening's over.
CGI baby.
Only 5 names this
I don't know, man. I think it looks pretty funny. I'm definitely gonna check it out eventually. And it just looks like a fucking funny movie with him, and he's gonna kick some ass. You know, not taking it too seriously. You know, I think yeah, check it out. You know, I guess that Beekeeper is getting a sequel too. Yeah. So if that one got a sequel, the one that Chuck Dixon did, the Working Man, that one's definitely gonna get a sequel because it made like $80 million or some shit. So, but yeah, The Gardener, guys. Yeah, laugh out loud. Yeah, no, I was. You know, I don't know, man. Like I try with movies, I try not to. How do I say it? Watch them under a microscope. I just want to get entertained. If they're really classy and like, if I get my mind blown, then that's just like a cherry on the top of the cake, right? But now I ultimately I'm always like self-editing the movie, like, and I'm noticing shit that's not real, and you know, there's suspension of disbelief and yada yada yada. And I'm just like, stop in my head. Just watch the fucking movie and be entertained. So now I don't have really a high standard for movies. I just entertain me, you know, and let me have a good time. Anything else is that The Long Walk from Mark Hamill. I think we're gonna have to check that trailer out. Thanks for the recommend. Let's do that right now. Let me get in there with that. The Long Walk. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't seen Mark Hamill do anything for a while. Ooh, damn. Did I say Dustin? Oh, okay. I said Dustin Hoffman, but all right, we're gonna get it all loaded up for you. And share screen. Ooh, yeah.
I'm Ray Garrity. You can call me Ray. Primo Freeze. Hank Olsen's the name. Walking's my game.
I ain't many that are built like me. I'm the last of my kind.
We did the very first Long Walk years ago to
I think that's like the same chords as Cemetery Gates by Pantera. I was like, is that Cemetery Gates?
inspire everyday people.
Smile, boys. You're on candid camera. Man, you gotta not think about the things out of your control. Think about your plan. Personally, I can't stop thinking about all that money.
You'll never find another like me. I'm the last of my kind.
Warning. Okay, just keep walking. That's right. Just keep walking. Yeah, that's it, kid. That's it.
Second warning. Third warning.
It takes heavy sack to sign up for this contest. I'm not going to go through the whole rule book, but it boils down to this. If you fall below the speed of 3...
Yeah, Francis Lawrence is awesome. He did Constantine. I think he did Wrath of the Titans. I think he did Wrath of the Titans, the sequel, which I fucking love, Wrath of the Titans. And he's working on, obviously he did this. I think he did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie by Michael Bay. I enjoyed that first one. And he's working on Constantine 2.
3 miles per hour, you get your ticket.
Oh, okay.
Walk until there's only one of you left. Who's ready to win?
Yeah, it took me a while to realize the truth of this. This is walk or die.
You'll walk as long as you can. But sometimes the body won't listen.
Man,
For some,
brutal.
your heart will stop. For others, your brain. And the blood will flow suddenly. There's one winner. And no finish line.
Nice. Looks like a good one. Ooh. Yeah, I never heard of that. That sounds interesting. It's got to be good, man. Definitely, like, again, you know that movie's going to be entertaining. Because, yeah, man. That's Stephen King, and that director is really good. I like that director. His vision, I believe it's him for Constantine, even though it wasn't like British. It was set in L.A. Man, he did such a good job with that movie Constantine. Man, a lot of people are like hardcore fans of Hellblazer. Like, yeah, that movie's pretty good. It wasn't Hellblazer, but it's pretty fucking good. Yeah, it's just like a different universe. Big King fan. Yeah, and I heard that I think Walter Flanagan right now he's working on the Exorcist sequel, and he's also working on the Dark Tower TV show for Stephen King for Prime. He's been sitting on the Dark Tower TV show. He wrote a script for that in college, a long time ago, I guess, since he was like 20 years ago. So I'm looking forward to it. I liked his Haunting of Hill House. I think that was pretty good. Life of Chuck. Oh, did he write Life of Chuck too? I didn't know that. I never watched that show. I always thought it looked great, but I never watched it. Dig Zachary Levi and Shazam, that first Shazam movie. Started watching the second Shazam, but I fell asleep. Something was off. It just wasn't, for me, it wasn't as good as the first one. That first one was really good. I think that one went under the radar a lot. Thought it was really well directed. He's a great actor too. He was good in was it Tangled or something, the Rapunzel movie? Was it Jack Ryder or something? Him and then Ron Perlman's twins are always going after him in there. It's like daughter's always watching that movie. Yeah, it's hilarious. Let's see here. Might do maybe one more. Or no, that's it. Okay, cool. Well, shoot, guys, thanks for watching. I'm probably gonna end the show right here. It's been fun. Might do a draw stream during the week if I can. Got a lot of pages to finish up and trying to finish my book by a few more months. I'm at the end of the tunnel right now, so I'm on page 82, I think. So just got to do that. Start slapping some. Got to scan up all the art. Start doing some word balloons. Send it to the editor. then change all that stuff. And looking forward to that. Hopefully I can jump on a draw stream, maybe Omer Glitch or something, or maybe the boys over at Absolute. Two great channels. Go sub to Omer Glitch, and also was it Unhinged Entertainment and Death Metal Hero. Also Tank Ferret. He's got some channels too. I don't know if you're in the chat still, Tank, but he has a really cool digital bullpen channel too, where he draws in there. Yeah, man. Thanks for watching, everybody. I do appreciate it. I hope all you guys have a wonderful Mother's Day if you're on good terms with them, and hopefully you got them something nice if you could. If not, give them a big hug. That's just as good. And tell them you love them. And thanks for watching, guys. Always remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bones to know your role. I will be seeing you guys next Saturday at the same bat time and the same Merc channel.